Hello, welcome back to our today's episode.
Hi. Yeah, we made it back. We're still on top of the tower. And, we're gonna go around talking to everyone. We escorted those lovely people, Dorothy and Niall, who's over here up the tower, and we met this very weird man, Professor Alba.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna...
And Joshua needs some alone time.
Yeah, Joshua is sick.
Needs to think about things, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him last just in case he triggers anything. Dorothy?
Yeah. Oh, Estelle, this place is wonderful, isn't it? I'm even starting to wonder if the number of photoquartz is going to be enough.
The scenery sure is great, like you say. By the way, what's a photoport?
It's an ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It sets up so that you can take a photograph by burning it with light.
That's just what I'd expect from a camera woman. Someone who knows the tools of the trade.
That reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua?
Well, he says he's getting some fresh air.
A raven-haired young man standing silently in the flowing breeze. I think I could take a really good picture with that kind of setting. Do you think he'd let me snap a shot of him if I asked?
He doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff. I think he'd probably turn you down.
Aww, what a waste. He's probably just shy, right?
Niall. Oh man, the taste of a cigarette is wonderful. At first I was in the mood to come do a story in a rural place like Roland, but sometimes these types of places aren't so bad.
If you want to be rude like that, then maybe you shouldn't have come at all.
No can do. This was a direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockhead girl a thing or two. Otherwise, I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now.
When you say scoop, don't you just mean gossip for your next article?
Not that I have anything against gossip, but reportage is predominantly greater. And in that sense, the place that has my interest peaked is Bose.
The Bose region? Did something happen there?
A number of large burglaries have taken place one after another. The identity of the criminals is unknown, but it seems as though the group has got a pair of wings.
Wings? Oh, I see, an airship, right? What are they? Sky bandits or something?
That seems to be the most logical conclusion. But there's also the possibility that this could be an imitative deception by the Erebonian Empire.
What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have a peace treaty with them.
Sure, but the Empire incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every other nation on the continent has their eye on them, but it could be a way to get back at us. That said, nobody really knows for sure. Which is why our job as reporters is to bring these things to light.
Treaties aren't worth anything,
That's
not even worth the paper they're written on if one country decides to not hold up on it, like...
Send some sky bandits. Wreak havoc.
Hello.
Oh, hi there. Estelle, was it? Is your partner feeling alright?
Yeah, he said he just wants to get a bit of fresh air.
I see. There's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? I wanted to say, however, that I'm impressed that the both of you are bracers at such a young age. If I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 of age to qualify to become a bracer, right?
You sure know your stuff. And that's right, I'm exactly 16 myself.
How nice it is to be young. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If I were about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all these ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands.
The entire continent, huh? That's a pretty tall order. Which means that you're not from the Burl, right?
No, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Erebonia.
You don't have to worry about that. Although I hate war with a passion, that hatred isn't directed at the people of the Empire.
You lost someone dear to you?
Yeah. My mother.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories.
It's okay. It happened more than 10 years ago. And since then, there's been a new addition to the family.
Oh, so you mean that boy over there?
Yep, he's like a little brother. Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother. I wonder why I'm telling you all of this. Usually this isn't the kind of thing a person tells others.
It's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing?
No.
Right, Joshua? You're my kid, bro.
Are you still feeling sick, Joshua?
No, I'm much better. I should be good to head back whenever everybody's ready.
I'm relieved to hear that. What brought this all on anyway? I doubt it was a lack of oxygen in the tower, because the rest of us are alright. Maybe it was a sudden fear of heights?
I don't think so. Estelle, Joshua!
Are you finished taking pictures?
You bet I am. And I got a lot of good ones too.
And it looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? Alright, greenhorns, lead the way.
I'm counting on you, children.
Are we an even longer conga line? No, we'll just get teleported.
Oh, very good. Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I've ever been able to make it back from some ruins without being chased or bitten or... I don't know how to begin to express my appreciation. You don't need to thank us. It's our duty as braces.
I think you'd be better off hiring some braces to begin with next time you go off to investigate some ruins.
My head says yes, but my wallet says no. I'll try and save up a bit, though. We'll have a wonderful day, and I hope we can all meet again. Oh, I'm sure we will.
I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I was a bit nervous at first, but you kids did a fine job. Let me just say thank you to the both of you.
That's what I like to call raw skill.
Now don't get all cocky on me. The braces I know would make you two look like little fledglings, not ready to leave the nest. You're going to need to work harder.
I'll try to remember that.
So, are the two of you headed back to the company soon?
Nah, we're going to spend a day or so relaxing here in Roland. I need to write up a rough draft for some articles and such.
I'll head over to the Arbor factory and get these photographs developed. Take it easy, you two.
I guess this is the last of the jobs we got from Dad. They were much tougher than I thought they'd be.
I agree with you there. I feel like I have a greater awareness now about what it means to be a bracer. It's not just fighting for justice.
There you go again, saying all the right things. But yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from.
It seems like we've got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession. For the time being, why don't we report to the guild?
That sounds like a good idea. Oh, but before we go, how are you doing? Still not feeling well?
Thanks for asking. But I'm feeling a lot better.
That's good.
Very good.
Alright, let's see. We should probably also, we do the next thing. Wait.
First to the Orbital factory, yeah.
Hello, I am here for slots.
Joshua, yes.
Yes.
Nice. Could even open another.
Yes.
She also need. You only have enough for one.
I think he's more. I think He's... You use... I would give it to Joshua.
Joshua's definitely... Joshua's also just so well versed in everything. But he definitely already has more EP than she does.
Yeah, so... That's probably better then.
I'm gonna give... I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm gonna give you this one. So when you hit people, it prevents them casting. And I guess defense is never bad.
Yeah. How much do we need for the next slots?
Too
Can we check
much.
that? Yeah, but,
80.
80, okay.
And then 120. Only 50 for Estelle's next slot though.
Mm. We
Shara!
have to do some more fighting.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua.
Shara, what are you doing here?
This is a rare occasion. You're usually out and about.
I just finished the jobs I took over for your father. And I was reporting to the guild.
So you finished your load too, huh?
Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Aina that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train the two of you amounted to something.
We're grateful too. Well, I guess we'll report in as well then.
Go ahead. Let's see what you've got.
What about escorting the reporters?
Give money.
Junior class 7!
Yay!
Good work, you two. How about Sherazad? How about you, Sherazad? Don't you think they've done a fine job?
For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours.
Okay, I get it already.
I mean, what would have more experienced bracers? What would they have done? Like,
I think
if you escort people.
we did an A+ job. Shara just, Shara's just hateful. What dare she?
Yeah. Good work, all of you. I'm surprised that we were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. I wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now.
I don't know. I can't imagine that the downtime might be a bit of a drag.
Well, that won't be a problem since there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters.
It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm going to drink until I can't drink any more tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well.
We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself?
Oh, so what you're saying is that you're turning down my invitation? You've got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor. So, are you threatening us to, watch you get drunk?
I think so. I think, yeah.
Alright.
No, we have to be the good friend that stays with her so nobody can take advantage of her.
What am I supposed to
and she
say?
gets home safely.
What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try to strip in public.
Agreed. It's pretty embarrassing. Sharadad, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids?
Oh, come on. The alcohol is what makes things entertaining. But if you're so against coming along with me, then I don't need you, Estelle.
Really?
Yep. Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence.
Why me? Shara?
Now hold on a minute.
Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed doors, I'll break you in. Shara, he's 60!
Break me in?
All right, you big pervert. Joshua, why are you drooling like that?
It's not what you think.
We've got a major problem.
It's Hans.
Mayor Claus?
Estelle, Joshua, and Sherazade. Am I glad to see you?
Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir? And why are you in such a hurry?
This is terrible. My home. Disaster. It's gone.
What?
All right, calm down, Mayor Claus. Take a deep breath and let it out. Oh. Apparently, it seems as though my home was robbed while I was out.
What?
That's not being calm at all, Estelle. I had something to speak with Father Divine about, so I was over at the chapel, and when I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door, so I looked around and the rooms were in a state of great disarray.
Wait. What about your wife and Lita?
Don't worry, they're both fine. I found them locked up in the attic room.
Oh, that's a relief to hear.
It's lucky that no harm came to anyone. It won't get us anywhere just sitting around here. So could you take us to the crime scene, Mayor Claus? Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation.
Wait for me. I'm going too.
Good idea. We may be able to be of some help.
Well, if you insist. Anna, we'll be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it on Rich's shoulders. I'm sure it's just relaxing in the bar anyway.
Yes, I'll do that. And everyone, be careful. What kind of slacky bracer just relaxing at the bar?
I
Like,
mean, if he has all his jobs finished for the day, let the poor man relax.
no.
Also, this looks like a fucking mess.
Yeah,
God damn. Wow, this place is an absolute mess.
The crooks really tore through here.
Look at the safe.
The septium, which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen, has been stolen. I'm really sorry, especially after having you go through all the trouble to bring it here.
it's not you who should be apologizing. It's the crooks who are in the wrong. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house?
The other rooms, for the most part, appear to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room in which my wife and Lita were locked up in. Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do.
Which is?
I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you two to check out the inside of the house.
You mean like an on-site investigation?
Are you sure we're up to the task?
Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no?
All right, we'll see what we can do.
Proceed carefully and deliberately. All right, Mayor Claus, how about we talk in the parlor? Sure. Now, where to begin?
An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach.
How about we start this from this room? And let's not forget to ask for witness statements from the other residents.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Can we just, put everything back where it belongs?
It's just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this.
It looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well. The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books or just left them because they wanted only one thing, maybe.
Yeah, this all feels like a distraction.
The pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside.
It looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force.
This place is all torn apart. Lita would probably faint if she saw this.
It looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. it seems kind of senseless to have done all this.
Indeed, it does.
It's just like the Maya to have a ton of difficult books like this.
Yeah, still valuable, still valuable.
This is just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well.
The box lock looks like it was burned off. The criminals may have used an auger gun.
Alright, I think that's it for this room.
Can you talk to the safe?
The what?
The safe.
Oh yeah, the safe, true, huh? The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is... Those crooks are not gonna get away with this.
It doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or...
Could they really have cracked the combination?
It's not impossible, but I imagine that it'd be difficult for anyone besides the skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means.
What do you mean by simple means?
Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder like that would have absorptive properties, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow.
Alright, and...
Now, let's imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed.
Breaking a safe 101 by Joshua.
Now, wait a minute. Wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed?
That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks would press the buttons in order, starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are.
That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something?
That's just basic knowledge, Anyway, let's check out the buttons. Just as I thought, powder was used. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that this safe was opened using the same method I just explained.
Alright. Now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? You know, it would have to at least be someone who visited the residence.
Right. Now figuring out who that is, that's going to be the tricky part.
We only know one person that visited the residence.
Oh?
Look, there's some marks on this railing.
You're right. And they're fresh too. It looks like something metal dug into the wood. Yeah, Gisette, you want to talk about something with us?
Gisette. Are you alright, Mom?
Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent towards us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel and there were just the two of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in.
They jumped up the balcony.
Apparently.
Yes, they pulled themselves up with the rope. it's such a scare. He was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came marching in. Masked men, huh? That means this wasn't a one-man job.
How many people were in the group?
I'd probably guess about 3 or 4. Oh, that reminds me. One of them was short. There might have even been a girl. Josette. I'm not sure if there would be anything in the attic. A leaf.
Oh.
Huh? What's this? Surveys? A leaf. Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here.
You're sharp, Estelle. This is the place where the residents were locked down. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up.
So it's a key piece of material evidence, right? Whoa.
Ooh, we're doing a good job here.
Anything else? No.
No. Maybe find something downstairs.
They said that the door was locked at the time of the burglary, right? It doesn't look like the lock's been broken either.
Which means they got in another way.
We already found that.
I had the mayor run me through all the details. How about you two? Did you find anything?
We found lots of new evidence.
But we maybe want to look.
Well, how about you go and look again? But remember, we're running short on time.
It's fine. We're just going to check this, check the other door, and
Talk to the mayor.
if we can, yeah.
There's nothing here.
Nope.
Hello, Mayor.
This is what things looked like when I came home. I didn't get a glimpse of the criminals either.
Alright, I guess.
All right, then let's check the details one by one and see what you've come up with. First up, what were the criminals after?
Septium in the safe.
The food preserves from the kitchen! They were hungry,
Yes.
them. How many of them were there?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Where did they get into the house from?
From
The terrace on the
second
second
floor.
Yeah.
Point blank, what is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime?
A traveler who visited recently.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, we can't really be sure, but I will say this.
I would say that, yeah. Definitely somebody who visited recently. That's what we know.
Wow, you did a good job investigating. It looks like we'll be able to specify who the criminals are with this information. Mayor Claus, over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in your study? Well, when you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. The reporter from the magazine company was one.
Oh, so those two came to visit you too, huh?
But at the time of the crime, they were with us at the Esmond's Tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects.
I see. So, Mayor Claus, were there any others? Other than that, there was only Josette. But let's not kid ourselves here.
I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be a thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy.
Criminals aren't always dressed so they can be easily spotted. As for a school uniform, if someone put their mind to it, they could create a replica.
I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and gorgeous. Right, Joshua?
I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree.
Joshua had laser eye focus and saw right through her.
Yeah.
Huh?
During that time, when the mayor put the septium into the safe, that girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's, eyeing her. That girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's, eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't tell her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student.
You must be joking.
Unbelievable. At any rate, it looks like we're going to have to ask this girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you?
If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel. But she said something about taking off from Roland some time ago.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first.
Right.
Understood.
That's probably a thing for next time as well. I think it's probably gonna take us some time.
Yeah,
To,
probably.
If she isn't here, which I will say she probably isn't.
It's
That is not how
yeah.
JRPGs
You wouldn't
work.
stay in the
No, you don't.
in the
you don't-
town if you stole something.
You don't steal a thing and then just stay.
No, that's not. Nope.
All
Don't
right.
think that happened.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna say bye for now.
Yeah.
And next time we're gonna sniff out Josette's whereabouts and beat her up and get the Septium back.
Yeah, that's. I think that's what's going to happen. Yes.
That's a majorly good plan.
Yeah.
So yeah. Until next time, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.